Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Srila Prabhupada Book Reading Club. Currently we are reading the Isha Upanishad and yesterday we finished the introduction. So today we will start with the invocation and I think today summary will take the 10-15 minutes and we are already late by 5 minutes. So tomorrow when we are revising previous class that time we can take the remaining summary of introduction. Okay, so let's start our session by offering the prayers. ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरं मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहित कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्विताश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गे राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्गायते गिरि यत्कृपातहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So please raise your hands so it will be easy na, and whoever who is a new who wants to read they will get the first priority. Okay, because this is also the seva or service to Srila Prabhupada. And for the Bhakti Shastri examination, you need to learn the first this Isha Upanishad invocation sloka and mantravan. Okay, so you can recite behind me, and then at once you can also recite. Okay. Hare Krishna. Om Purna Adaha Om. Vinod Prabhu, can you please mute yourself until I finish? Okay. Om Purna Adaha Purna Idam Purnat Purna Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purna Evavashishyate. Yes, one by one, everyone can recite. Yes, Vinod Prabhu.
Om Purnada Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adhyaye Purnam Ivas Visashyate. Hari Om.
Hare Krishna Sharmila. Hare Krishna Sharmila Mataji. Hare Bol Prabhuji.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol Mataji. Yes, Muttamanikam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Purnam Madaham Purnam Gidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Eva Vashishyate.
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Snigdha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Purnam Adaha Purnam Idam Purnar Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Ivava Sishyate.
Hare Bol Mataji. Anyone wants to recite? Yes. I'm not able to. Yes, Sureshwari Sudhamai Devidasi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate.
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, Ritvika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Eva Vashishyate. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, Pushpa Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी। ओम पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, Vinod Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमध्याये पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते
Hari Bol
विश्यते।
Prabhuji. Yes, Punraj Prabhu. You want to recite? Okay. I will recite once because more you hear and more you recite, you are going to remember the shlokas. Okay. Om Purna Adaha Purna Idam Purnat Purna Udachyate Purnasya Purna Adaya Purna Eva Vashishyate. Translation: the personality of a Godhead is a perfect and a complete, and because he is a completely perfect, all emanations from him, such as this phenomenal world, are perfectly equipped as a complete whole. Whatever is the produce of a complete whole is also complete in itself, because he is a complete whole. Even through so many complete units emanates from him, he remains the complete balance. So, like we can see now, like Krishna is eliminating lot of a planet, a lot of planets, lot of universes. Like, but like so, if we create one planet, so it's Krishna's weight or Krishna's energy is not going to reduce. Okay, it remains the same. So like we can also see now, like so whatever things Krishna produce, they are self-sustaining. Like if a Krishna produce any planet, they are self-sustaining. Okay, and like if a Krishna produce the human beings, they are also self-sustaining. Even the animals, they are also self-sustaining. How? Like if an man and women come together and like they produce the child, so like they are like it doesn't mean like the energy of a father and mother has reduced or their weight has reduced. No, like even the child is like able to give birth to the other their next generation. Okay, so like they are complete wholes. Like yes, so whatever Krishna produce, as Krishna is a absolute and Krishna is a complete, so whatever produce from the Krishna is also complete. Okay, and like whatever Krishna produce, then Krishna remain the energy and like weight and whatever assets, they all remain in Krishna. Like nothing become less from the Krishna. Okay, so Krishna is a completely perfect. Yes, Hare Krishna. Who wants to read the purport? Vinod Prabhu, you want to read? Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Yes, Nigda Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Purport. The complete whole or the supreme absolute truth is the complete personality of Godhead. Realization of impersonal Brahman or of Paramatma, the super soul, is incomplete realization of the absolute complete. The supreme personality of Godhead is Satchidananda Vigraha. Realization of impersonal Brahman, realization of his sat feature or his aspect of eternity, and Paramatma realization is realization of the personality of Paramatma realization is realization of his Sat and Chit features, his aspects of eternity and knowledge. But realization of the personality of Godhead is realization of all the transcendental features, Sat, Chit, and Ananda, bliss. When one realizes the Supreme Person, he realizes these aspects of the absolute truth in their completeness. Vigraha means form. Thus, the complete whole is not formless. If he were formless, or if he were less than his creation in any other way, he could not be complete. The complete whole must contain everything both within and beyond our experience. Otherwise, he cannot be complete. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So yes, so in first paragraph, Prabhupada is saying us that, like, yes, like we learn, na, like to understand this knowledge, there is three realization. First realization is a Brahman realization, which is like an impersonal Brahman. And so and we also know that Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead, and it is a Satchit Ananda Vigraha. So in impersonal Brahman, like we can understand this Sat feature means like an eternal feature, that Krishna, the eternity feature. Okay. And second realization is a Paramatma realization. In Paramatma realization, like we can understand the like a feature of eternity and the knowledge. Okay. And third realization, which is a supreme, that is a person like a Bhagwan realization, in which like we can understand Sat, which is like eternity. Chit means knowledge, and Ananda means a bliss. So like when we want Ananda or bliss, like we should serve the supreme personality of a Godhead, because it is a Satchidananda Vigraha, and in this like we get the complete knowledge. So like we can see now, like people like the Mayavadis, they think that like Krishna, like they can become one with the Krishna, or they can become one with a Brahmin, or like they also think that there is only the formless feature of God is a present. But how this is possible? Like Krishna cannot be like Krishna cannot be less from what he has created. So like they don't understand Krishna also have the form, and like as the child, like a mother and father has the form, the child also have the same form. So like Krishna has given us this form, then like Krishna has must be some greater form than us. Like he cannot be a like he cannot be a impersonal. Okay. So like yes, Prabhupada says that like people who are like also have the knowledge of a Brahmin, or like when they are a Mayavadis, but like what we say, they don't have the complete knowledge. They are called as a avidya, or like they are called as a ignorance, because they don't have the knowledge of a supreme personality of a Godhead. They don't have the knowledge about the spiritual world, spiritual planets, and like how they can enjoy the rasas. They don't have the knowledge about the devotional service to the Lord. Okay. So Prabhupada says that the complete whole must contain everything both within and beyond our experience. Otherwise, he cannot be complete. Okay. So Krishna contains everything, like things we know and things we don't know. Yes, Sharmila Mataji.
Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The complete whole, the personality of Godhead, has immense potencies, all of which are as complete as he is. Thus, his phenomenal world is also complete in itself, the 24 elements of which this material universe is a temporary manifestation are arranged to produce everything necessary for the maintenance and subsistence of this universe. No other unit in the universe need make an extraneous effort to try to maintain the universe. The universe functions on its own time scale, which is fixed by the energy of the complete whole. And when that schedule is completed, this temporary manifestation will be annihilated by the complete arrangement of the complete whole. All facilities are given to the small complete units, namely the living beings, to enable them to realize the complete whole. All forms of incompleteness are experienced due to incomplete knowledge of the complete whole. The human form of life is a complete manifestation of the consciousness of the living being, and it is obtained after evolving through 84 lakh species of life in the cycle of birth and death. If in this human life of full consciousness, the living entity does not realize his completeness in relation to the complete whole, he loses the chance to realize his completeness and is again put into the evolutionary cycle by the law of material nature. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So yes, like further Srila Prabhupada like telling us that yes, like Krishna is the supreme personality of a Godhead, and he is a complete whole. So he has the immense potencies, and all of which as are complete as Krishna is a complete. And we can see in this material world, like there are 24 elements now, like starting from the earth, water, then our senses, then a sense object. So like when we and then also our subtle body and mind, mind, intelligence. So everything na? So this 24 elements in this material universe, like we can see this is the dukhalayam ashashvatam. Ashashvatam means it is a temporary. So yes, Krishna has given the 24 elements in this world, and for this temporary material manifesting, and they just 24 elements arrange everything necessary for the maintenance and substance of this universe. And Krishna also produces some small units which are called as the living entities. Okay, so so they also maintain themselves. Okay, like they don't have to go to some machine to produce children. Okay, Krishna as a but there is a difference, like simply by seeing the material world through his eyes, he can impregnate the material world, as we see seen in the first in this scene of Bhagavatam. Okay, so but for the living entities, they require the partner to produce the children. So yes, there must be some differences, but the living entities, the animals, or whatever Krishna has produced, they are self-sustaining, and they are the complete wholes within themselves. So further Srila Prabhupada says, although this material world is a temporary, but it functions on its own time scale. And yes, also we see in a Bhagavad Gita, na, Krishna says, I Kalo Asmi, Krishna says he is the time. And firstly we have whatever we have, we will see in our next shloka, first shloka, whatever we have, everything belongs to Krishna, everything is owned and controlled by the Krishna. So we must engage everything in a Krishna's service. And if we are not going to engage in Krishna's service, ultimately everything goes to the Krishna when we leave this body. Okay, so ultimately it's going towards the Krishna, then it is intelligent decision to whatever we have, which must engage in Krishna's service. So yes, everything functions according to own time scale, and which is a fix by the energy of a complete whole. So when we see the Big Bang theory, when we see the Darwin's theory, they say some explosion happen, and then these elements combine. We can see the theory of a biogenesis, accidentally things come there, and they combine, then they form the amino acid, fatty acid, then they produce some proteins. In this way the life come in the water, then but it's not about the evolution of the bodies, but it's all about the evolution of a consciousness. We can further learn this in a Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so nothing can happen accidentally, everything is well planned by Krishna. We can see now Krishna says universe function on own time scale and by the energy of a complete whole. So when people say this mobile come automatically, something happen, and automatically mobile comes, someone will say, oh, are you mad? Then we can see that how we can be worship such a scientist who says that everything happen by accidental. Mobile phone cannot come accidental, and then how this entire world, how this living entities come by accident. So when we believe in these things, we are supporting the fools, but or we want money, we want the job, so that we can serve Krishna. So we have to give the answers in the paper like this. But this is not a true. Something is behind. Nothing happened accidentally. Krishna is everything. Every situation is controlled by the Krishna. Every situation is a plan by Krishna, and it is under control of a Krishna's energy, under the control of a time, which is a Krishna. So nothing happens accidentally. So everything is well planned by the Krishna. Okay. So yes, further Srila Prabhupada says us that like all forms of a incompleteness are experienced due to the incomplete knowledge of a complete whole. So yes, people are ignorant because they are not having the complete knowledge. And how we can get the complete knowledge? Like by the Krishna's and Guru's mercy. Even if we read the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, we are like a Krishna and Krishna, Srila Prabhupada are not going to reveal the knowledge to ourselves. Like it can be revealed only by the mercy. When Srila Prabhupada, when Krishna pleased with our efforts, oh, he is trying to understand me, so let me give him intelligence so that he can understand me. Srila Prabhupada also do the same mercy. So we have to be very sincere while reading the Srila Prabhupada books. Okay, so people say this kind of things like everything come by the accident or like by this theory, and give a lot of hypotheses because they have the incomplete knowledge. So we should take the complete knowledge by reading the Vedas, by especially reading the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and that too through the devotee, because what Krishna says, only my devotees can understand me. Okay, so we should take the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master, bona fide guru, and we should learn from him. Then our incomplete knowledge can become a complete knowledge when Krishna when we take the shelter and when we put the sincere efforts to understand the whatever books, whatever knowledge given by the Srila Prabhupada. Okay, then Srila Prabhupada and Krishna will be reveal the knowledge to you by seeing your sincerity, and mercy flows according to our sincerity. You cannot simply sit and asking for the mercy. You have to work, and when we are working, when you are when you are acting, then you don't need to ask the mercy now. Mercy will automatically come. So mercy flows according to our sincerity. So, Prabhupada further says that the human form is a complete manifestation of a consciousness of the living being, and it is obtained after evolving through the 84 lakh species of the life in the cycle of a birth and death. So, yes, we can see the animals cannot practice the Krishna consciousness, trees cannot practice the Krishna consciousness, but human has the intelligence. They are they have the one ability, they are a self-consciousness. They can be conscious what they are thinking, what they are feeling. Okay, animals, they are not conscious of the self in this way. So only in a human body, we get the opportunity to practice the Krishna consciousness and to get out of this cycle of a birth and death. And how this consciousness is obtained? By evolving through the 84 lakh species. Okay, so okay, we got the opportunity, but we still live the polished animal life, simply eating, sleeping, defending, and mating in a polished way. Then we are wasting the human life, and then what is the use of this consciousness? So we should take the take this opportunity and practice Krishna consciousness, because only in a human life we get the opportunity to develop our dormant love for Krishna, and only in this human body we get the opportunity to go back to the Godhead. So whatever animalistic activities are there, we have to reduce it, and we have to save our time. We don't have to do the time pass. We have to utilize the time in Krishna's service by reading the Srila Prabhupada books, by chanting, by hearing. There are a lot of things. If you are not able to read, you don't have the taste, you can do the kirtan, you can start doing the chanting there. So even by the taking prasadam, and even by the simply desiring, I have to go back to the Godhead, I have to serve Krishna, you can go back to the Godhead. But our desires, they are totally material. I want this, I want that, and even we know that after leaving this body, I'm not even I'm not able to take the 1 gram of gold with me. I'm not able to take whatever PhD degrees I have. This is a practical. We see the baby is born. He's not born with a certificate of a PhD. When a baby is born, he don't born with a $1 million what he has earned in his previous life. Okay, but we can see when we see the small child, devotee child, they are well versed in shlokas, they are very good at a kirtan, they know Vaishnav songs because they have practiced it. Okay, we can see that some people are so pious from their birth, they can take they chant the holy name from the starting because they have the practice. So yes, the spiritual things, they continue with you, but whatever material assets you you are collecting, they are going to be stay here with your body. Okay, or like someone will snatch you after your death. So the point to tell you is that, like, okay, we have the 24 hours. At least if you give the 3 to 4 hours for a Krishna, then this 3 to 4 hours make sure that you will you will not go in the ignorance, or the word of a darkness, or to the lower birds, or like these 4 hours make ensure that like you will go back to the Godhead, or you it will make ensure that it will purify your consciousness. So like you have to be very careful about these 4 hours. Like whatever time I'm chanting, I should be like with a full concentration. I should chant. Like I should I should pull my mind back. So this time should be like that like this time can take me back to the Godhead. So we need to be very conscious about this. And early morning is the best time now, because there is no one to disturb us. Okay. And even I visited ISKCON Khargar. There, like I read the one board where there a temple president says that Brahma Murta is like give you the ultimate happiness, and Brahma Murta act like a immunity booster. And he also saying in a okay, I forgot the share the lecture. Okay, you can hear that lecture. I will put in a group. So like he also says that like a chanting at a Brahma Murta give you a lot of spiritual benefits, and after that like it won't give that much benefits. So it is always better to chant at a Brahma Murta. Okay, so there is only one paragraph we will read today, and like tomorrow we will again summarize as a revision purpose, and we will start the mantra one. Yes, who wants to read? Pushpa Mataji, is it possible for you? Or Sarita Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Dandavat
Yes,
Pranam.
Mataji.
Mataji, can you highlight please? Yes, Mataji. Okay, Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Because we do not know that there is complete arrangement in nature for our maintenance. We make effort to utilize the resources of nature to create a so-called complete life of sense enjoyment. Because the living entity cannot enjoy the life of the senses without being devoted with the complete whole. The misleading life of sense enjoyment is illusion. The hand of a body is a complete unit only as long as it is attached to the complete body. When the hand is severed from the body, it may appear like a hand, but it actually has none of the potencies of a hand. Similarly, living beings are part and parcel of the complete whole, and if they are severed from the complete whole, the illusionary representation of completeness cannot fully satisfy them. Mati, can I continue?
Yes, Mataji.
The completeness of human life can be realized only when one engages in the service of the complete whole. All services in the world, whether social, political, communal, international, or even interplanetary, will remain incomplete until they are devoted with the complete whole. When everything is detailed with the complete whole, the attached part and the parcel also become complete in themselves. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So yes, in the previous paragraph, what Prabhupada is saying that like we don't know that there is a complete arrangement in a nature for our maintenance, but like we make the efforts to utilize the sources of the nature to create the so called the complete life of a sense enjoyment. So yes, like Krishna has we can see even if you go the 200 to 300 years back, there are green jungles who are producing lot of oxygen. There is enough rainfall, and like everything, there is no question of a pollution. Like everything is organic. There is no question of herbicide. There is no question of pesticides. And even peoples are traveling, they can take the rest at the temples, and like walking, which is a good for your health. Atmosphere is cleared. But currently we have developed the factories so that we can have the more and more comfort, and we can see how we have destroyed the mother nature. We can see the AQI of the a top cities, how polluted they are. Even they are for breathing also, they have to go to the breathing parks where they can get the pure oxygen. We can see it on the name of a sense gratification, on the name of increasing more luxury, on more like more sense gratification, we have destroyed the mother nature. Like, can we imagine, like even like people now visited the jungles or hill station, and they also making the hill station like dirty there by putting lot of plastics. They don't have the civil sense. So at least like people who are attending our class now, they should take care of this civil sense. Like everything belongs to Krishna na? So like it's our duty to make sure that like we are not making Krishna's place or Krishna's assets dirty. So whatever plastic, you don't have to throw anywhere. You don't have to pluck unnecessary leaves or things. You don't have to make Krishna's things like dirty. Okay. So yes, so we can see that like we are on the name of a luxury, on the name of increasing more sense gratification, we simply have destroying, and now we are going to the hill station to have the fresh air. Okay. So yes, Krishna has provided you everything. Krishna doesn't provide you the like a river water which is full of pollutants and very dirty. Okay. Krishna has provided you the pure water, but on the name of a like industrialization to increase the comforts, we have like make it polluted. We have make everything polluted. So Krishna doesn't provide you anything polluted enough. So Krishna has arranged everything for our maintenance, but because of our greed, for our complete life of a sense gratification, like we have destroyed. Okay. So further, Srila Prabhupada says that because the living entity cannot enjoy the life of a senses without being total with the complete whole. Total means like we have to stay with the Krishna. Krishna should be center of every activity. The misleading life of a sense enjoyment is an illusion. Okay, why it is called as an illusion? Because leading life of a sense enjoyment. Sense enjoyment means like it is like a bodily conception, and what we learn that like Maya means which is not. We are not this body. We are the soul. So when we come to know we are the soul, then we won't work for the body that hard. We will work for our like purifying our consciousness. We will feed our spirit soul with the Krishna Katha, with the Krishna's name. Like by the chanting. So yes, like the when we think about the sense gratification, sense enjoyment, it is an illusion, because we want to enjoy the senses, means we think that by enjoying these senses I can be happy because I am the body. But this is not true. Okay, then Prabhupada give this analogy of the hand separated from the body, and this question will be asked in your Bhakti Shastra if anyone is preparing for that. Okay. So the analogy says that the hand of a body is a complete unit only as long as it is attached to the complete body. Okay, when the hand is a serve serve from the body, it appears like a hand, but actually has none of the potencies of a hand. Similarly, the living beings are part and parcel of a complete whole, and if they are served from the complete whole, the illusionary representing of a completeness cannot be fully satisfied them. So when we when we cut the hand from the body, hand may look like a hand, but he cannot move he cannot move the fingers. Okay, he cannot survive by his own. Like he get the he get destroyed with the time now. Some microbes will be there, then like it will be rot. But like when hand is attached to the body, then all supply of the nerves, blood, nutrition, water, oxygen, everything is taken care by the body. So similarly, when we are attached to the Krishna, then we can become happy because he is the Sachidananda Vigraha, and when we attach to him, like he will take care of everything, he will nourish you. Okay, but when we are separated, when we have the desire separated from the Krishna, then like we think that I want to become satisfied, I want to enjoy everything, I want to become happy, but this is a practically impossible. Okay, the same analogy is used in a Bhagavatam of a detached branch. Okay, like when a branch is attached to the tree, all the nutrition and everything is provided to that branch. But when the branch is cut from the tree, then like nutrient supply, everything is a stop, and that eventually branch will be dry. Okay, so when we attach ourselves to the Krishna, when Krishna is the center of all of our activities, then like we can become happy. By doing the sense gratification, we cannot become happy, na? So even like that in Chaitanya Charitamrut, there is one shloka, na? Like Atmendriya Priti Vancha Tare Bale Kam, Krishnendriya Priti krishnendriya priti tare bale prem, matlab like when we serve our own senses, that like that is the kama, that is the lust, but when we try to serve the senses of a Krishna, that is the love. Okay, so yes, this is very good analogy, we can remember that. And the takeout is that for every activity Krishna should be center. Then further Srila Prabhupada says that when one engages in a service of a complete whole, so yes, like we are the complete, but we have forgot that we are a complete. We are currently in ignorance, but like we can become a complete by realizing by serving Krishna, I can become a complete, because Krishna is a complete whole. And whatever activities, the social, political, communal, international, and interplanetary, like we are building the satellites, or we are building some rockets so that we can travel to the other planets, and like what pollution we have created here, that pollution we are creating in the sky, and that pollution we want to create on the another planet. Okay, so this is like they are not aligned with the Krishna's activities. So like it is, Prabhupada says, it is a complete waste of the time, energy, and the money. Okay, so like when everything total with the complete whole, attached, the part and parcel also become complete within themselves. And there is one more analogy, like like these living entities, these are like a small parts of a bigger machine, like a small screws, or some wires. Okay, so when like when there is a one nut, and when it is attached to the machine, it has some value, and when it is a detached, somewhere will throw that like a nut or bolt in like garbage. So when we are attached to the Krishna, then only everything we are valued, or like what we call like we are in our right position. Okay, so Hare Krishna, we will end here today. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So I think from me, like I can take out this point, that by doing the sense gratification, whatever kind of like in whatever amount I do the sense gratification, I cannot become happy. And but when I try to serve the Krishna, then I can become happy. Then I then like by putting Krishna in the center of all activities, then only I can become happy. Okay, and like yes, Krishna, like everything is well controlled, well planned by Krishna, so why should I worry? Okay, Krishna will maintain me, because I just have surrendered to the Krishna. So you can also take out some points. I told everyone to sit with the notebook and pen who is not cooking. Okay, like they are excused, the Mataji who has the like morning duties, or Prabhujis who are traveling, but those who are like simply sitting and hearing the classes, they should take the entire benefit. Like take one diary, take one pen, and like whatever, even like if you are able to take one point, you have to write down in your diary, and like before sleeping you can read that. Okay, in this way, like we will remember, because we are the Kali Yuga people, we will forget what we have learned. Okay, so Hare Krishna everyone, happy Krishna conscious day.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
धन्य हो माताजी, धन्य हो.
Mataji, Dhanyavat Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.